Hello boys and girls, my name is Koleyoshi. Welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Donkey Kong Bananza. As you can see, we left off trying to 100% the forest layer, which was a little bit stagnant because in the last video we did the stretch rehearsal. It was definitely the easiest of the rehearsals we've done so far, but then a secret banana kind of trolled me and yeah, made it take longer. So, what do you say we get some anger issues out? Ugh. And first we're gonna save here though. But yeah, but what I mean by anger issues, I mean basically just going around and smashing terrain because it feels like we haven't done enough of that already. Yeah, surprise, surprise, if anybody is coming new and still a little confused, this is the best way to grind up and get maps for 100% completion. It's so fast that it's usually faster than buying them normally because, one, that costs gold, and two, it would actually take a lot of gold to get all the lockables. So instead, you punch around a bunch of stuff, you can get specific maps. If you then have a very specific combination, it must be. In this case, it's Kong Bananza with the golden modifier. Well, you can actually do it without it too, but it just won't be that powerful. But if you do it with gold mode active, which can only happen later at the end of the game, which means this is more vengeful to do the later ROR into the game. Basically, near the end is when it's the best. Well, yeah, you just start getting a bunch of maps, and then if you have the map tie equipped like I do, which is that you might have just really does, that makes chests appear 30% more often, and that's actually big because it means you can just get all of the maps in the world, and once you get enough of them, you could just keep using them to hunt down the bananas you currently have until later. You can also sing then to reveal the locations of those maps, which I think is cool. Okay. I think this is how we get rubber into here. That makes sense. That's how they want you to get that. So that kind of gives us a hint as to what to do there. But yeah, other than that though, get used to seeing a lot of concession because that is pretty much all we're doing to get the maps. Otherwise, it's kind of I don't like how there's only one vein over here. You'd think there'd be more, because there's still a lot more bananas to go. Okay, well, if I want to hunt down bananas, the first thing I should probably do is actually look into which area has more right now that are missing. Okay, that one doesn't have much. 602 hardly has any at all. Okay, so if we want to actually look for bananas, we're probably best off looking in the first zone, because there's still a lot more missing there than in other zones. We can also spend our fossils now, too, so we can see where we're at there. We've been skipping that mostly because we, like, straight up didn't have any. Alright. Oh, yeah, right, I already got your, banana. Also, I don't know if I've gotten the bananas, so just as a confirmation check, we will trade a banana on each of these layers as we go to them, just to make sure we claim that, and that doesn't show up later. So this will count as one. You have to get all the unique bananas at least once in this, and that's technically considered one of them. But yeah, anyways, as you can see, we still have maps to buy, but we're not gonna buy them. It's not worth it. Oh yeah, that's right. We mostly just throw stuff at these to destroy them normally. Whoa. Oh, hella. Oh, this is an old one where we can use this to destroy enemies. Haven't used this in a while for an actual battle. Oh yeah, and the Charge Smash just destroys these in one shot, by the way, so that's another use for Con. Quickly lets you grab bananas, and vice versa. Oh, here's a secret we haven't seen. Hotel Keep's Handbook, The Art of Hospitality. We ostriches possess long legs and lengthy necks. We can't help but look down upon many of our visitors. Still, we must never lose sight of our mission to make every guest feel like the tallest guest in the hotel. Fun fact, I guess. Anyways, that was a nice secret discovery. Just kind of underneath this room randomly. You wouldn't think to go in normally, probably. I just realized the shockwave can destroy these too. I'm just not used to using it like that. Because usually my shockwave doesn't go far enough to destroy that, but I guess that's yet another way you can find that. Where is even the enemy? I don't... It said look out, but there was no enemy nearby, basically. There we go. Perfect. Trying to get the golden ostrich kill next. No, it's probably possible we don't need it right away. We could just throw all sorts of terrain into enemies, to be fair. I just don't often do it a lot, because it's a little bit tougher than normal to use normally. Not really good find. I prefer bananas, and also other secrets. Oh yeah, there's a secret over there. Now we know to just use these guys as platforms. That helps out a bit. Well, I certainly made the right choice to do it this way. Thanks to this, we already found a secret. We found 2 bananas literally within seconds of going here, and there's another one available underneath here, too. We're just finding all the bananas here. Clearly, we just haven't explored this main island at all. I did say this one I was a bit worried about. I had a lot more bananas missing here than any other location. Yeah, now we're starting to find them left and right because we're actually taking the time to explore the area a bit more. Yeah, the surrounding area. We're exploring it a lot more this time. Also, I know we can be junk surfing. The problem is it's so super hard to control. I'm just gonna do this instead of waiting. Just brute force this one. I know you're probably supposed to just ostrich this or do something else. Or maybe just float over it. I think regular Donkey Kong just wants to jump over or punch through and then climb over the terrain to slowly make our way through. Obviously, Kong can do that a lot faster, so Kong transformation we use there. Makes it nice and easy. And we'll go ahead and do the smashing now, since we haven't done so in a while. The main reason I wasn't doing this a lot more is because of all the friggin' poison nearby that will get you if you do this too much. So there's kind of an inherent danger to even doing this on the floor. I'm already... In fact, it's already gotten to the point where we're probably gonna wanna wait. Looks really crazy, honestly, in hindsight. Okay. Stop sticking in front of me. I want to hit him directly instead. Sometimes enemies can be kind of tricky to get. Oh, Noondong City Fee. Oh, that's something we haven't heard since Mario Odyssey. My goodness. Keep in mind, it also could just be the last area of the game and not actually the Noondong City theme from Mario Odyssey. If it is, then yeah, that's a cool find. Guns. Alright. Oh, Bouncy for Gold. I think this is also a new one. Oh, we cleared all of this easily. I think this is the only stage we've been able to perfectly clear, and that's only because the game actually physically allows us to do that. And once we do, we keep getting more gold until it's over. To be fair, your sonar range makes that really easy. Without that, it's much tougher to get through this. I guess what would also help is, if you change to collected bananas, you can kind of see where you might have found stuff. And stuff where you haven't found anything, and maybe use that to figure out hints to like, oh, we haven't found a secret over here yet. Let's try going here and doing the setup now and see if we can find any bananas in this individual area. Maybe there'll be one here. Or maybe there'll be one in this other area that we don't know about. Because we probably never came here. Or some could be a bit more awkward, like there might be more than we expect in a particular area. Okay, well this is a good idea. We found a bunch of fossils, but we didn't find any nearby, at least on this island. It's too small to have anything, really. Oh, perfect. We already found a banana. That one was already available. See, just exploring these areas was going to give us bananas slowly as we go along. To be fair, we never really climbed up that upward area at all. Maybe we could try going up here. But yeah. Anyway, though, if anybody wonders what happened last time, it was mostly just focused on doing the ostrich Bananza rehearsal. It was much easier than the other two, but it was still pretty tricky. Like, it got really tricky when there was this one banana we straight up missed. I just realized I never really punched through all that, so let's go up here, punch, then try climbing up to see if there's anything. Okay, well, at the very least, it gave us some money. Not the best secret in the world. I was hoping there'd be a banana up here, but whatever. Still got a bunch to search, though. Oh, I saw one. But it might be one we've already gotten. Who knows, though? What if we throw this at here? Nope. Just like I thought. I think we need the wood to be there in order for that to actually work properly. Now we can go over and get punch up above to get that banana. There we go. To be fair, this game has a lot of bananas. What could I say? There's a lot of stuff to do. I might actually get this first, by the way. I said change out my mind, because I feel like if I don't have access to certain abilities, the game will become harder as we go on. And there's only so much we can get early or ahead of time. So I think... let's increase the distance first. Then we need this to last longer. Then we can get the ostrich one afterwards. We'll probably want to farm a bunch of those guys, especially since we're still trying to get tokens for getting more bananas. Found bananas. Well, didn't really find any in the lower part of the area. Past the trees, and the upper part had pretty much nothing. Let's try going down lower. That's a chest instead of a banana, but they're still finding tables, which is good. Get rid of those thorns. Okay, well, we can't really do much. Alright. Okay, this led to a different banana. Perfect. Alright, nice. Well, so far the strategy has worked out a lot. figured this was the place that was missing the most, so I thought I would go back through each of these and find stuff, and yeah, sure enough, we found more. I'm using these. I'm starting to use this a little bit more because, like, if there's an area that I straight up have not looked at or doesn't have a banana icon immediately next to it, then that tells me that that could easily be an area where a banana might hide. So it kind of gives you a hint as to where to go next. Not all games show you where that happens. One of those games used to be Mario Kart World with its collectibles. I say used to be as of this video, Mario Kart World, as of the making of this video, Mario Kart World actually got an update, and part of that update actually made it so that people can see where the collectibles are, the ones they got, of course. Which means, yeah, you can actually see what collectibles you got, finally. That should have just been in the game from the very start if the developers were smart. That makes it much easier for people to 100% afterwards. Back then, you pretty much needed a guide in order to remember which ones you picked up, otherwise you wouldn't see that. And it just felt really strange because, like, it's a 2025 game where open world is the main theme. You'd think they would have stuff collected that would stay in place. Like, Forza Horizon had that. Several other games have that now, and a lot of open world games also have that. So it just feels kind of strange that Mario Kart World didn't also do that as well. This game has that, like, where you can look at all the koanas and pencils, and that's been there since the beginning as well. So the real question is why didn't Mario Kart World not do that sooner? So that's a big welcome change for anybody who wants to 100% the game now. You could still look at my guide, but now there's a lot more opportunities to get stuff, and that severely helps out people who are trying to 100% this game, because Mario Kart World was a really hard day for me to 100%. Definitely one of the trickier Mario Kart games out there. Usually it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty clear what you have to do. The world kind of complicated things. It made it a bit more trickier. Alright, we want Style Shop because we haven't been buying much here. I don't think we really bought much here at all. Oh, so I get more banana energy back when defeating enemies specifically. No, that's not really that useful. No. No, thank you, dude. I'm never gonna give you tips, especially if you're not giving anything in return. In other games, that would give you a word or punish you for not doing it, but this one doesn't matter. Okay, where's the new one? That's the weaker one. Alright. I'm just gonna change this. I feel like having that same costume for the first part of cleaning up seems a little bit weird, and since it's not required really, makes more sense to match it to whatever area we're going in right now, and then keep it until we go to another area that lets us change garments. But yeah, other than that, yeah, we got a new fur color. We're gonna be using that for the rest of this video. Okay, well, that strategy sort of worked out. What else do we need? So that area was a bust somehow. We went through all that and there was nothing there. This area feels like it should have more, but it's actually lower down than expected, so Where's the next ice we can hunt? Well, this part we might have more recently did. Yeah, actually, we found quite a few bananas here already. We haven't found any at the super lower floors of the Eggshell Hotel somehow. They've mostly just been secrets. Maybe we should give the hotel a second look and just go for all the floors again. Sometimes giving the faints a second look is what you need. There's also probably even lower floors than that we haven't checked. Yep, speaking of which, there's one over here we can just inch our way to. Keep in mind, you don't have to always go the way the game intends. If you think you don't want to like fly with the ostrich, you can just go around and get it instead. Or you can climb around too, like this. Like, you can just climb on the outside. I climbed to the top originally because I figured there would probably be a secret there. That's correct. So this stress is always here, I see. It doesn't get revealed like the others. Oh, these both have thorns. We have to throw stuff at them now. Oh, we can throw stuff at them to briefly interrupt them too, but actually to defeat them we have to hit their sides. It has nearly scared me half to death there, man. I'm trying to focus on finding stuff. Okay, well, we found our secrets, at the very least. Oh, this is how we get even lower. We never really got lower until then. Oh, there's a banana right away, as soon as we came down. Egg bottom basement. And there's another secret on the side of this wall that we have to find. I'm just gonna punch this guy out of the way. I'm tired of letting him stay there with his sturdy concrete. Thinks he's so smart. Oh, hello. I could have sworn I could do a shockwave. Yeah, there we go. Now that worked how it should have. Because of the charge punch, we can get a lot more secrets than we probably should be able to. And of course, we could also just grab chunks and destroy them that way. The chunk actually destroys them faster. Chunk destroys the whole bit of thorns that it hits. The other thing only destroys just a portion of that. I'm assuming you need an ostrich to get those safely, but that's fine. We have so many spots to heal, it's fine, honestly. As long as we keep coming back to heal when we're almost out of health, we should be alright. Well, we're pretty much safer this time around, so we should be alright. Okay, well, that got rid of a good amount of that. So now the only thing we really can do is continue hunting down these. We'll just pin this one, then mark up, then go to mark and go to here. Okay, maybe this one's a bit closer. Let's go there first instead. There we go. We'll continue to collect stuff here. I like how the flashing one blinks a bit longer, letting you know where it is. So I guess that's the key with marking something down, is it lets you stay on for longer. And there you go. I do remember how to chunk surf. I just don't spam it as nearly as much as I feel like I should be spamming it. Oh, there's another hidden level, but that might be a secret we've already found. It is not a found banana, so this is a new one that we have to defeat then. Interesting. There we go. Simple enough. Oh, Cranky's up here too. We found 2 bananas at once, basically. Alright. Alright. Okay. Pretty soon we will get access to all the skills at some point. That is one thing we want to try and do at least once. Honestly, this strategy of just rolling and punching can be really fast. And there's other weird strategies too. I discovered the new ostrich boost flying speed, where you could basically make your ostrich last longer than it should. I think that's actually probably one of the big skips in this whole area. I feel like that's literally what you do, is you basically use that. Okay, let's check. Did this area have any bananas? We did not even get anything over there, actually. There's literally nothing there at first glance. Which gives me a really good idea where to find the others. And this time we are going to use the Ostrich Bonanza, because I don't think we can fly there otherwise. But yeah, this will let me show off that secret that I was mentioning. There's actually other ways to get to this too. Oh, that secret. Oh, okay, that's just a normal thing, but this is what we're looking for. But yeah, like, you can just punch, and it delays when you actually fall slightly. We don't need it here necessarily, but yeah, you can punch to basically delay your secret. Okay, I think this never was supposed to have any secret bananas. I think this is just the way you're supposed to go down. But yeah, before the secret, I thought the Ostrich Bonanza was slightly more tighter than it was, and it normally is supposed to be tighter, and you're supposed to usually have all the skills, but if you use this punch technique, you can just slow when you actually, like, lose your speed boost, and that helps out a lot. Okay, this guy is a bit stronger, because he has longer terrain. Oh, yeah, we'll have to do something different. Anyways, this layer is the preferred sub-layer for opening and collecting chests. Because you can get a lot more of these stacked up sooner than before. Okay, let's keep doing this for a bit. I want to destroy most of the terrain here. Now, before in the outer layer, there was a lot more ways to farm gold faster. And by the way, that gold strategy can work well if you change to the right equipment. You can farm a bunch of gold instead and then just buy all the accessories you need. But I find this version of it to be more efficient because finding treasure chests in general still yields a lot more, and it lets you get fossils, so in a way you save time by not having to buy gold stuff later. So I think this is probably the general way people should be farming these maps, and 100%. Because then you just end up getting a frick ton of maps, and then it becomes really easy. You can just hunt down each one at a time and easily find it. And it makes this game a lot easier than 100% once you figure that out. And for banana hunting, you could just focus on the parts that have... Oh, speaking of which, there's another secret. This is why I always use this move a lot. Even when it feels like I shouldn't be using this move, I will still do it very often. You never know when you might find something. And we found another map. Really no more than a few minutes after teleporting. So now we get to see where this next secret is. I like how this one also, I think I mentioned this before, the fossil's really cute in this particular layer. It's shaped like one of the first enemies you normally encounter in Donkey Kong Country 1, the beaver. It also normally appears in all other games quite a bit too. Maybe we'll get to playing those someday. Okay. Oh, there's where the other one is. A bit further down. Weird. For some reason, I thought Polly was saying something different. That's the way she said that sounded a little weird, honestly. Not gonna lie. Hope she's alright. We'll head back here now, and maybe we'll farm more. We'll see what we want to do first. I thought we just went to this, skipped it out, thinking like there was nothing there, and turns out there was a fossil there. I just didn't think to do the thing. So yeah, okay. It was a little awkward. We're getting close to finding all the fossils, though. We still have a rare fossil to find. Or two. Okay, well, looks like this is a little far away. I guess we're gonna use this again. Using the punch strategy so we get more stuff here. Where does this take us again? All the way back here, basically to our intro area we first came into. Alright. Okay, is there any on here? Yes, there is, too, in fact. We'll get those next. If there's still left, which there should be at least a couple left anyways, we'll grind a bit more before using the stuff to buy all the rest. We should actually look at how many bananas we've collected until now. 6. left now. That's way better, and there's only one left in the big layer, so we pretty much cleared out everything else. 602 is now where we're missing the most. It's also one of the smaller layers, though, so it shouldn't take that long to find. Now we know how to defeat that enemy type. It's probably not going to be nearly as much of a problem as it was displayed. I thought I had to like throw chunks at it exclusively to destroy it, which I had to when it was thorns, but when it was ever trying, we could just destroy that terrain to defeat it instead. It's crazy, I went pretty much the whole game without realizing that, though. Okay, that's a bonus area we've already done. Okay, yeah, nothing changed there. I was just checking to make sure. Let's try to get at least one more. Oh yeah, this is better known as the painful layer that really likes to throw a bunch of thorns in your face for no reason or another. I never really checked inside here. Another way you could check is to, like, go in underground mode on purpose and then spin the camera around, and if there is a banana, you'll just see it from that spot, which I think is a pretty cool strategy you could try. Doesn't work too often, but it can be very useful for finding bananas that are really hard to find otherwise. Oh, that works, I guess. Oh, one of them does have a fossil stuck inside of them. Some enemies do have fossils stuck inside them that you have to defeat first before you can actually collect them. Also, we can just grab this and swipe too. There's like many different ways you can destroy stuff. Grab, then swipe is really good. Alright, well, since we're here already, let's sleep. And so we're not with any extra health right now. Now, I have our extra health back. We should be even safer. Oh, nice. We found one that we weren't even going for. Nice. It's one less one to find later, I guess. Okay, well, we need to chat where the bulk of the bananas are. They mostly were over on that left side. We didn't really find any here in this right side. But we'll start from there, I guess, and work our way over. I think all the ones that are missing are probably around here. Waiting for a charge because that lets us see things from farther away. If you wonder why I'm doing this and not just buying the maps, that's because it gets really expensive after a while, and with so many different bananas and collectibles to just collect overall, also we just found the last beaver. We didn't even have to do the grind. Alright, well, I will admit I am getting a little bit bored, so before we do other stuff, let's just a bit more terrain using this, see if we can find maps. If we still can't find any, we'll have to go and find other stuff. We are going to probably focus on destroying terrain in that layer. Maybe this will help us find stuff that we're looking for. Like those bananas and our secrets. Well, at least there's clearly a spot that blocks poison from creeping in, which is good. I didn't see if that gave us the last rare map, it did not. Since it's only rare maps left, it's gonna be much tougher to get. I think it might be faster if we just buy... Oh, here's a secret. Okay, good. This is why I don't always go for the secrets right away. Because look, if we had spent our banana map on this, it would have done the same one a few times. Although I think at this case, it just shows you the map. So maybe it isn't a waste, but it feels like one at the very least. What in the world? Do we have to pot this? Yeah, I kind of just threw that at the thing. I'm not sure if we needed to or not. Oh, there's our secret banana. That was really fast. Question is, how do we get to it from there? Well, we have a power-up, I guess, we can use. Yeah, we can just use that. That's probably the easiest way of getting that. I assume they probably want you to do something else, but when we have bunch of power-ups, you kind of don't want to forget to use them. In fact, we can also probably just fly directly into some of these too, so that will let us kind of cheese the mechanic entirely. Let's use this while we can. I think normally you'd have to throw a bunch of collectibles and create paths to each of those, which is pretty fun to do, except when you have a power-up like this, you can just fly to all of them instead. Ooh, just in time. Oh wow, nice. That destroyed part of the train for us. Back to the start we go. Oh, so that part... Okay, that was a full pit this whole time. That also means there will be 2 secret bananas then. I think I know where the last one is, but we'll go ahead and grab this first. Definitely a different bonus zone than normal. Yeah, sure enough, there is a banana hidden behind that secret. Once I went back through here, it was very obvious where it was. Alright. But yeah, anyways, I was worried that if I buy Vanadium gem maps, they would waste time showing me one we've already found. Okay, we still need a fossil upgrade before we can get all the stuff. So let's go back up to 600 again. It'll let us get the last fossil map, and then we can just buy all the other stuff as well. So Vanadium gem maps we can buy as well now. Still, that strategy worked really well. It means we don't have to use as much money on this. So we'll start with this first, until they sell out. Alright, they're sold out. Now, for rare fossils... Oh, we actually missed a couple. More than I thought. Alright. Now we should get markers where all they are located. Okay, the only one left was actually one that was in plain sight. It was a little silly, actually, to miss this one. It's also over a gap, which means we're going to have to use Ostrich again. We can still keep this when we teleport, though, so we'll teleport right away so we can keep this for longer. We'll have a better accuracy with getting to that one if we go through here first, so we'll do that. I'm not sure how long I want to make this video. I think for consistency's sake, we should make this our last video because we don't have much left. I mean, last video part for 100%ing this layer, rather. I thought this would take longer, but I guess I got lucky and found a bunch of stuff. So yeah, this is gonna last for quite a while. I think we need to get above first. That will give us a better angle at where to find stuff. So we can check where it actually is, and then we can go through here. Alright, now we have our back. Oh, it's this again. Oh, one thing we should do before we leave. Do this a couple of times. So our charge dash, whenever it destroys stuff, it also turns stuff into gold now. Okay, that did not destroy that in one hit. Okay, so some of the thorns are just bigger overall. Okay, I'm gonna use the elephant for a bit to remove all this thorns. So nearby is where we need to be. Jeez, this is very well hidden because there's more secrets to explore than normal. I guess we just have to go farther. Nice. Okay, well we found... at first we didn't find any, and then we found like 3 of them back to back. So yeah, these puzzles are starting to get more trickier. The hide and seek tones are definitely tricky because you don't always know exactly where they are. They try to find out a background by hiding in plain sight and looking similar to background objects, basically. Honestly, probably the easiest way to find them is to just keep destroying the terrain around the area until eventually you'll finally find them. I think the last one is usually always the toughest. Practically already explored a good amount of the area at that point. It can be very confusing. Well, now we won't find any maps because we've explored them all. Okay, I think it removes the icon when you're too far away, but it's the icon when you're close. So I guess that's a hint as to where you can find them too. Okay, I'm gonna start inhaling stuff again. Otherwise, this is gonna take all day. How much more do we have to go before we can find all the secret dudes there? Yeah, this last secret tone is being really annoying to find. Practically have to go for the entire area twice over to even have a attempt. Yeah, figures. It's the last place we look every single time. There's always ones like that, where it's like, you find so many of them early on, and then the last one, just, you end up searching the area twice over. It's literally in the last place you would look. Super trolling. Yeah, I know we're supposed to be ending the episode, by the way, but, I wanna do more stuff, ain't on. Okay, we can't get to that from there, so we have to go here. And then before we end the video, we'll buy all the stuff. Or we can buy it in the next episode, one of the two. Okay, so this made, from a standpoint, that this far away area is the last spot for us to be. In terms of collecting fossils. I actually forgot that someone was even there. Oh, there's a hidden secret in here, I see. Yeah, well, that was our secret, basically. We had to... Yeah, this is how we get here. There was this whole other area up top that we forgot. Alright. And there we go, we got everything. Yeah, we have all bananas and the fossils starred, which means we're done. We'll just go back to whichever area is closest to the warp gun, which should just be the warp gun itself. That makes the most sense. But to save myself some time and also make it so this video doesn't take too long, we're in the episode now instead of later, which is what I was originally going to do. I changed my mind. I'm going to end it now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys to the next video where I guess we move back to the junction and then back down to another new layer. We'll be focusing on that other layer as the one that we 100% though, because I don't think the other layer will even have much to get, let alone any secrets. We'll at least go there, but I'm not sure if we'll find anything. So yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoy, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.